For 63 years, no rookie tight end in National Football League history had ever matched what Mike Ditka did for the Chicago Bears back in 1961. Then, a 22-year-old from a small town in California's wine country broke that record in his very first professional season. There is a reaction to all of this that most fans have never actually heard about. Kirk Cousins, the veteran quarterback the Las Vegas Raiders brought in this offseason to throw him the ball, watched him do something in practice that made Cousins turn to his own backup quarterback just to confirm what he had seen with his own eyes. We are going to get to exactly what that was. First, you need to understand why none of this should have happened at all. Tight end is widely considered one of the hardest positions in football to master as a rookie. A player has to block defensive ends built to overpower grown men, and in the same 15 seconds, run precise routes and catch passes like a wide receiver. Most tight ends need 3 or 4 seasons before a team trusts them with real targets. Even the best rookie tight ends of recent memory finished their first seasons with solid but unremarkable numbers. Kyle Pitts had 1,026 yards. Sam Laporta had 86 catches. Bowers was not even the consensus top tight end prospect the year he entered the league. He was the 13th overall pick. 12 teams picked someone else first. Bowers grew up in Napa, California, a town known for wine, not football. His sophomore year, the Napa High School team won 0 games and lost 10. 2 years later, heading into his senior season as a preseason All-American, that entire season was canceled because of the pandemic. No games, no highlight tape. No final year in front of college recruiters. While the rest of the country waited for football to come back, Bowers ran up and down the hills surrounding his hometown, alone, training for a season that did not exist. No proof that any of it would matter. You have to sit with that for a second. He had no idea if a single college coach would remember him after a canceled season. Georgia gave him a scholarship anyway. By his sophomore year, he had already won a national championship. He won a second one the year after that and took home the John Mackey Award as the best tight end in the entire country. None of that guaranteed anything once he reached the NFL. The league has buried better resumes than his before. There is a phrase Raiders head coach Clint Kubiak used earlier this year that most of the league quietly agrees with but rarely says out loud in those exact words. Kubiak called Bowers a football robot from heaven, a Cadillac out on the field. Coaches do not usually describe their own players like that in public. When they do, it usually means the player in front of them does not follow the normal rules of the position. This is what Cousins saw in practice this spring. Bowers caught what looked like an impossible fade route, and Cousins immediately turned to his own backup quarterback and asked if he had just seen the same thing. That is the same instinct that turned an unproven rookie into a record breaker 2 years earlier. So, here is the number. 63 years. That is how long Mike Ditka's rookie tight end receiving record survived, since 1961, through every era of football and every rule change designed to help receivers. 63 years, and Bowers broke it with 112 catches for 1,194 yards in his very first season as a professional. 63 years is longer than the Raiders have even existed in Las Vegas. If you place his rookie season next to the greatest tight end seasons ever recorded at any point in a career, veteran or rookie, his numbers sit near the very top of that entire list. 63 years. Say that out loud and try to make it sound ordinary. After the game, Bowers did not sound like someone who had just rewritten NFL history. "It's pretty shocking to me," he said. "I try not to put goals like numbers and stuff. That is the whole story in one sentence. Now think about what comes next. He is healthy again after the knee injury that cut short his second season. He has a new head coach in Clint Kubiak, a new quarterback in Kirk Cousins throwing him the football, and an offense built specifically to get him more targets than ever before. If he stays healthy through this coming season, the record he already broke might not be the last one. So tell me in the comments right now, is Brock Bowers already the best tight end in football, or does he still have to prove it across one full healthy season before that conversation is even fair? Write your answer below.